Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan and I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and making it through life. If you like my video today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a new video. I apologize for being gone for a while. I had a few things that I was addressing and took a little break from YouTube for a couple weeks, but I am back, and I hope everyone is doing well this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time you happen to see the video. In today's video, I would like to share a small tour of my recently completed makeup room. I am now an empty nester, and with the kids being grown and gone, I commandeered a room for myself. I did a little bit of rearranging around the house and was able to open up a room to use. So I want to kind of show that off now that it's completed. And another reason I want to show my room is because I did this on basically a zero budget. I think there was only two things I specifically purchased for the room. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a little tour of the room. I'm going to put a small video clip of the before, scanning the room when it was empty so you can see what I started with, and then we will do a scan of the room completed, and I will go over a few of the things that I did on pretty much no budget, as I mentioned. Toward the end, I do want to discuss some details about a possible giveaway once I get to 100 subscribers. So you're going to want to stay till the end to see what I have to offer and if you're going to be interested. So without further ado, let's go check the room out. Hello everyone, so I'm going to try to briefly go through here and show you how I put this room together on minimal budget. There was only 2 or 3 things that I purchased specifically for this room. Everything else I either took from other rooms I already had on hand for whatever reason. This is a picture that I put together. It was created using a furniture transfer from the brand Hocus Pocus. I purchased it off Etsy quite a while ago for another project and never ended up using it, so I thought this was a good opportunity to put it to use. The transfers are not inexpensive. I will try to link information to the company below in case you want to check them out. I don't think that this particular transfer is available anymore. I think it's been discontinued, but they have a lot of other beautiful designs. It is rubbed onto a canvas that my sister gave me. She had a package of 11 by 14 canvases, and I did purchase the frame at Walmart for just under $10. So that was one purchase I did make for the room, was the frame. Below that, I have a little stand that I picked up at a church rummage sale for $4 quite a while ago, and I had that in another room. On the top, I have my makeup organizing turntable type of thing that I purchased off Amazon a while back, and it has all my fragrances on it, and I got it from the Amazon warehouse. I think it cost me around $8. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, that you can find amazing deals if you go on the Amazon warehouse. Usually just the packaging is a little damaged, but the products so far that I've gotten have been just fine. It's a small candle that I purchased at the local flea market for $5. It's brand new. It's just overstock that a vendor sells. I have a vintage flower pot that I picked up at the flea market for $1 that has my skinny eyeshadow palettes in it. I covered the stand, the shelves, with a pink marble contact paper that I picked up from Amazon for $5.99, which I will try to link that in the description box. And it had little caps on the end of the spindles, and they were metal, and they got scratched up a little bit when I was cutting the contact paper, and they looked a little strange. So I had these back plates from my knobs I used for another project, and I had these knobs that I picked up. I had two packs that I picked up on clearance at Walmart, and I just hot glued them on there because it looked a little sad before that. Oh, I don't want to turn that sideways because it's going to mess up. Down here I have just a jar that I purchased at a thrift store for under $5 that has all my skincare samples in there that I go through from time to time to find something new to try. The little placemat I purchased at Walmart for under $2. And if you shop at the Dollar Tree, you'll probably recognize the frame that I used here that I just found a saying on the internet that I liked and printed it out and framed it. On the bottom shelf are a couple canvas bins that you can also find at the Dollar Tree, and one of them has extra skincare and I think there's face mists and stuff like that with face sponges, and the other one has my lashes and other miscellaneous things in it. Move over here, there's a couple little bins from the Dollar Tree. One of them has lip balms and the other one has, I think, my older tiny eyeshadow palettes that I probably will never use, but I cannot part with because, I don't know, just because I have a hard time throwing things away, but they'll probably get tossed because they're pretty old. Bookcase, I had other things on that I kind of snagged for in here. Little plaque on the top that I picked up at the thrift store. The shelf has, these two shelves have my eyeshadow palettes, and they are actually in mail sorters because the eyeshadow palette organizers are pretty expensive. So I got these rose gold letter sorters off Amazon Warehouse again. I think I paid around $5 for the two of them. Little wire basket over here that I think was either given to me or picked up at the thrift store that have my small eyeshadow palettes and my pressed powders in it. And there's a little candle from the Dollar Tree. And then down here, the little blue jar is a vintage Avon powder jar that I liked, and this gave me a good chance to display that. And then I have my liquid lips and lip glosses over here in a makeup organizer, and a couple Seraphine Botanical lip and cheek palettes. And in the back's my Norvina palette that I absolutely adore. I have a little pink bin here that was originally from, I think, a toy organizer that was left behind in a house that I rented once. And so I cleaned it up and I've used it for so many different things. It's got all my face palettes in it. And I found a little border in my scrapbooking stash and glued that on. A couple organizers off Amazon. I think they cost around $4.99 a piece. I will also link those if I can find the link. One has blushes, one has highlighters. A couple of those photo / shoebox organizing boxes. I do not remember where I picked them up. I've had them for a long time, but I snagged them from another room and used them in here. They have all my nail art and my artificial nails and stuff like that in there. And then my roll of makeup brushes on top. And then the bottom shelf, oh, that's not quite the bottom shelf, excuse me. This shelf has a wicker basket I picked up at a thrift store for, I believe, $1.99. Has all my face masks in it. And then beside that, there's a decorative box I picked up at a Dollar General on clearance. I believe I paid $2. And then the black case is a nail kit that my son and his girlfriend purchased for me a couple years ago for Christmas. And a glossy box. It's empty right now, but someday I'll probably need it to put stuff in. And down at the bottom, there's a few gift sets that I purchased after Christmas on clearance that are going to be donated to a women's charity. I have a nail dip kit, some nail drying spray, and I have a little blush pink canvas bin that I picked up at Walmart for under $5 that has all of my other miscellaneous makeup things like my nail dryer and just my bulkier stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else. You'll notice on a couple of the shelves there's paper on them. It is some vintage wallpaper that I had in my crafting stash, and I covered a few of the shelves with it because they had some damage and they looked a little rough. So I covered them to disguise where they were looking pretty sad. These curtains I got from Amazon, and they cost me a whole 79 cents because I used gift cards that I had earned on Fetch and ReceiptPal. I earned two $5 gift cards, and these were selling for $9.99. So I used my $10 in gift cards, so I only had to pay the tax. and I had Amazon Prime, so I didn't have to pay shipping. So I thought that was a great deal. 80 cents for a pair of curtains works for me. Over here on the wall, this heart I picked up at Family Dollar around Valentine's. And where these butterflies are, there was just a little tiny like raffia type bow, which looked really sad because it was really tiny, and that's all that was on there. And then there was a wire for hanging it. So I put some wood beads on the wire so it didn't look quite as sad. And then I went in some of my scrapbooking supplies and I found some pink flowers that I liked and hot glued them on. And as you can see, there's some little pearls here. They're just stick-on pearls in my scrapbooking stuff. And then the gold butterflies I purchased at Walmart. They're back where they have like the wallpaper borders and things like that. And there were 6 in a package for $4.99. There was 3 larger ones and 3 smaller ones. And I only used the 2. So I have 4 left for other projects. And I'm sure I will definitely use them. And I just put some pearls from my scrapbooking stash in the centers to dress them up. So basically it cost me $5 for the heart, and everything else I pretty much had on hand except for the butterflies, which were $5, and I only used 2 of them. Okay, then I have my nail polishes. These are a couple spice racks that I purchased off Amazon quite a while ago for my nail polishes. So I already had them on hand. I will link those if I can find the link to them. And down here I had a chair. Let's see if this will focus. There we go. This is from my dining room set. It's a Duncan Fife vintage dining room set. And it had green and gold striped seat cover, and I didn't care for it, so I just covered it with this neutral fabric. The fabric was purchased at Salvation Army. My sister and I shopped there. We found a whole bolt of it for $1.99, and this took maybe a quarter of a yard, so I have a ton of it left. On the table, okay, the table itself I purchased off a Facebook Marketplace listing. I purchased this table for $10. It's a vintage table, and the leaves are up, and all you do is, it's kind of unique to me anyway, you pull the legs out, and that's what supports your leaves. So I stole that from another room and brought it in here. And then these little cups here, each of them were purchased at a thrift store. I paid, I think, 99 cents a piece for them. So they have all my pencils and so forth in them. Then over here I have a tray that I picked up at the thrift store. It was either 99 cents or $1.99. And if you shop at Five Below, you'll recognize these with my brushes in them. And these were purchased at Walmart. They're just the little plastic cups they have. They were 50 cents a piece. And then I took some gemstone-like borders that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. There's 5 strips in a package. So I wrapped 2 around each cup. And then I took buttons from my craft stash and hot glued them on. And I got my little sponge holder from Shop and Save for $1. So very little invested there. And then we'll move over to my LED makeup mirror. I also purchased it off Amazon in the warehouse. So I paid less than the regular price. I believe I paid around $12 for that. I'm telling you, if you haven't checked out the Amazon warehouse, you have to. You can get stuff for really reduced prices. It's a little makeup organizer in the back with some stuff in it. A mug, I believe I purchased at Target for $5. And I put my brushes in there as I use them so I know what ones need to be cleaned. I have a little turntable type of organizer in the back there. I purchased at TJ Maxx last week for $6. And I keep the stuff that I use on a regular basis in there, so it's within arm's reach. Little hand lotion. And then I have another one of those frames from the Dollar Tree that I printed out a saying and put in there. Your only limit is you. Be brave and fearless. It's an affirmation everyone should take into account. Little priority box there that I'm putting extras in to donate to a woman's charity. Up here I have some stuff on the wall. The butterflies with the gold center, with the wood centers rather, are home interior and gifts that I've had forever. It seems like 10 plus years at least. So I just kind of snagged them and put them on the wall. This 8x10 frame, local Salvation Army thrift store, $1.99. The 4x6, also from the Salvation Army, for 79 cents. And I just printed off stuff from the internet and filled the frames. And then over on this wall is a collage frame. I'm going to try to get away from the window glare. That I picked up at a thrift store for $4.99. Cleaned it up. It was pretty dingy. And then I just printed off things that I found on the internet that I liked that went with the pink in the room and filled them up. So then in the corner I have a plant stand. And I believe I purchased this from Wayfair. I'll try to link that if I can find it. And the reasons it is in this room instead of having plants on it is because I have zero green thumb and I kill all my plants. So it serves a purpose here much better. So on this I have another one of those decorative boxes I got from Dollar General on clearance for $1. I have a vintage powder jar that I picked up at the flea market for $1. Another candle that I purchased at the flea market for $5. We have a vendor that sells overstock. It's all brand new, but I get it for really good prices. This vase of artificial flowers I put together myself. They were all flowers that were in my crafting stash that I put in one of these vases that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. And all of the marbles in there are from the Dollar Tree. I think there's 4 little bags of them. And it's daytime, so it's not going to show up. But I do have fairy lights in the marbles. So in the evening, I can turn the fairy lights on and it looks very pretty. And then down here, I have an acrylic organizer that I picked up at the thrift store. I think I paid 99 cents for that as well. It has my foundations, my primers, my lipsticks. And then over here, I have a jar. And this was in a box full of stuff I purchased on Facebook Marketplace, so I don't know exactly how much it cost. I think I paid $5 for a box of some things. And it's got my makeup sponges in it. The original lid was plastic that was painted to look like metal, and it was scratched up and looked really terrible. So I found a top off another canister that just happened to fit, and I painted it white. And then the little knob is just a drawer knob that I purchased at Hobby Lobby when I was down in North Carolina. And I thought it would look cute on there, and it makes it easier to pull the lid off. So I put that on there, drilled a hole in it, and just put the knob. And then on the bottom shelf here, I just have a couple Sterilite organizers that I purchased at Walmart. The pink one I think cost $6 and change. And this is 2 of the shoebox drawers. And I think they were zip tied together, and it was $5 on clearance for both of those. So over here in the top drawer, I have my mascaras and extra eye products. The middle one has lip products, and the bottom has a variety of face products that I have stashed aside because they don't fit anywhere else. And a couple plastic containers on top. One of them has miscellaneous face tools and such. The other one has my liquid eyeshadows. And then over here in the drawers, my top one has all my serums and things like that. And the bottom one has all my moisturizers and other face products. So that's my extra skincare. And then on top of this, yes, that is an ice cube tray. And actually, my sister gave me this, so it didn't cost me anything. The price for ice cube trays is a little much. They're just ice cube trays. But anyway, with it being white, I threw it on here so it kind of blends in. And it holds all of my individual eyeshadows. And I have a few empty slots in case I get a few more. So it's much easier than, I had them in a little plastic container that I had to dig through to find them. So that's much more convenient for me. So that is the room I put together with minimum budget. I really like the way it turned out. Over the table is blank because I saw a round mirror with a gold frame. I saw one at TJ Maxx and one at Walmart. My last shopping trip, they were around $40. However, I didn't have the money at that time, so that's for another time when I have a few extra dollars. And basically, like I said, the whole purpose of showing this is just to show you that even if you don't have much of a budget, there are low-cost ways to pull something together. Most of the stuff I already had on hand, but even so, I paid very little for them originally. And the few things I picked up were very inexpensive. So don't think that you can't do something like this if you have a very low budget, because I had basically no budget and pulled it off. And you might not be able to tell from the video, but this is a very small room. I don't know the exact dimensions, but I lived in this apartment when my children were young, and my youngest son was an infant at the time. And this room, basically, we had, I think over here we had his crib. Over here we had a dresser. And in this other wall, I think we had a toy box. And that was about all that fit in here. So I'm going to wrap this up and finish up the video. See you in a second. Okay, so I'm back. That was the room that I put together for all of my makeup and beauty products on zero budget, basically. So go ahead and feel free to let me know down in the comments what you think about the little job that I did. I'd appreciate any input. And I did mention that I wanted to discuss something about a 100 subscriber giveaway. Excuse me, got a little itch there. I'm at, currently, last time I checked, 55, so we're halfway there. And as soon as I get to 100 subscribers, I would like to do a small giveaway for my appreciation for those that are finding me and sticking with me so far. So I wanted to throw it out there what you guys would prefer for a 100 subscriber giveaway. I have two ideas. One idea is to do and I did find this idea on another channel, so it's not originally mine, but I really like the idea, so I kind of went with that, is a custom made junk journal. The winner would have the option of contacting me to let me know like what theme and what colors they want, and I will make it similar size to the purple journal that's in one of my other videos, which I will put a card up here so that you can reference that video if you'd like. It's approximately, I think, a 5x7 journal, and it'll be around about the same size, but the winner will let me know like what theme and what colors they would like me to go with. So that's option number one. Or option number two would be a probably a medium priority box that I would put some of my handmade items and a mix of maybe some beauty items, like maybe a couple palettes and a few other items that I pick up. So it can be option one, a custom made junk journal, or option two, a medium priority box with handmade items and some beauty products thrown in. So in the comments, kind of let me know which of the two that you would prefer, so I can get an idea of what I'm going to offer for a giveaway once I get up to 100 subscribers. So I also wanted to mention that down in the description box there is information on ReceiptPal and Fetch rewards that I use to earn the gift cards that I use to purchase the curtains, and a few other things that I use to earn gift cards and points and such. Is always in my description box. Another thing is I will leave links to the products that I can find links for, like the Hocus Pocus furniture transfer. I did buy it off Etsy, but I'll try to find a website for them. I'm not sure that that particular transfer is still available. I think it's been discontinued, but they have other beautiful, beautiful transfers. So I'll try to find the website and link that if you're interested. I will let you know that they're not inexpensive, so that you may have to spend a few dollars for. Another thing, I will link for Amazon the contact paper, the makeup organizers that I can find links to, and also the Walmart products. If I can find them on Walmart.com, I will link them so at least you can see the details, and you can either order them online or go to the store and purchase them, but you'll know what you're looking for. So whatever that's in there that I can find information about, I will link down the description box so that you can pick any of that stuff up if you're interested. Obviously the thrift store items are just something I happen to across. So I think that's all I have for this video. Like I said, if you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really helps. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think about the room or the giveaway ideas. And if you like my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it, as I'm a new channel just starting out. Any of those things really helps a lot and means the world to me. And I do apologize again for my brief absence, but I look forward to getting back on track and putting some content out there. I know not everything I post will be for everyone, but hopefully there'll be something you like. So, you know, feel free to say hi and let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.